Hello, welcome back to my channel. Tomorrow we play against PSG and we really need to beat them if you look at where we are at in the Champions League, but also momentum wise. And before I actually talk about the game, just a small disclaimer here. Omar Marmoush, Kushanov, Vitor Reis, they will not be available for this game. Kushanov, who has already completed his signing, he's not allowed to play until the knockout phase of the Champions League because of weird registration things. The same is true with Omar Marmoush. Vitor Reis, we don't really know what's going on with him right now. I think he will be going on loan and he may come back to Man City in a while, so I won't be too worried about Vitor Reis just yet. There's also Ba, who we seem to be in for. If we sign Ba, he will not be allowed to play until the round of 16 either. He is also going on loan to Lyon if we do get him, so that's your update on the new signings. They will not be playing in these Champions League games. So I've got a bit of a crazy lineup here. You've had your time to look at it and you might think, why is Ruben Diaz not on the pitch? You might think, why is McAtee on the pitch? Why Nunez? What is this mess? Well, we'll come back to this mess later. So, first I just want to point out that PSG, okay, they're unbeaten in League 1. They're unbeaten in League 1. Fantastic. They're wonderful. But if you actually dig it, that's League 1. Like, they're even worse off than we are. They are even worse off in Europe than we are. And they have not had that difficult opponents in Europe. If you scroll up here, okay, they've played Arsenal, fair enough. Their first game, Girona, a very weak Girona, they barely won. PSV, they drew. Madrid, Atletico Madrid, in a poor period for Atletico Madrid. They lost. They barely beat Lyon, the game before that, by the way. They lose against a weak Bayern München side, and this is not a strong Bayern München, by the way. Just because they get some points against weaker teams does not make them strong. They beat Salzburg, but they did not look convincing that game. So, if you actually look at the most recent results, barely beating Lens, drawing Lens in the cup and advancing on penalties. Lens is not a very great team at the moment. Saint Etienne makes them struggle. Monaco makes them struggle. They conceded 2 goals to Espoli, and if you don't know who Espoli is, they are a team in the 4th division, or the 5th division even. This is not the 3rd division, yeah. That is like you have League 1 and League 2 and League 3, or well, National League in England. That is pretty much the equivalent. So they conceded 2 goals to that. Great job on PSG there. So just because they are unbeaten in League 1 does not at all mean they're a good team. And in fact, I'll just say it blatantly, they're not a good team. They're weak. We are weak, but they are also weak. And we need to keep an eye on Ruben Diaz. If we play Ruben Diaz too much, yeah, he's back from injury and he'll be straight back injured. That's what happened with Ake. We played Ake too much, he's injured again. All because Pep Guardiola is scared of playing with JSP, O'Reilly, or Rico Lewis. So we really can't play Diaz. We just can't. Because if this guy gets injured again, what the fuck happens to our season? Let's be honest, what happens with our season? You think Kushanov is going to come in for Man City and immediately play to the level he needs to? No. We cannot play Diaz in, let's be honest, a competition we are not winning, and when we need top 4 in the Premier League. Let's be honest, we're not winning the Champions League, we are not good enough. So no, we cannot play Diaz here and lose him. It would simply be stupid in my opinion, because what if you play him 5 games in a row, then he's injured again? We are our own enemy right now. We are destroying ourselves from within here by playing players too much. It happened with Ake, with Stones, it happened with Akanji twice, or sorry, no, it was Ake twice, Akanji happened with him, it happened with Rodri, it happened with Kovacic. I mean, do you know what a crazy list of players that is? No, we should not be playing with Ruben Diaz. If you disagree, I understand, but hear me out. We can still play good football without Ruben Diaz. So, here is my idea. I'm thinking either O'Reilly or Rico Lewis on left back, and then you have Gvardiol centre back, and Gvardiol should be getting registered soon in the Premier League by Kushanov, because obviously Kushanov can't play this game. If Kushanov is next to Ruben Diaz, I think that will be fine. So in the Premier League, Kushanov can make his debut and Gvardiol can get some rest. Rico Lewis on left back, Gvardiol centre back, Akanji as right-sided centre back, with Nunez right back inverted. And the way this is going to work is the same way that it worked with Aki. But now you're asking Gvardiol to be the centre back and you're asking Rico Lewis to be the left back. And what happened a lot is Gvardiol would push up a bit because we just like to get bodies forwards. Rico Lewis can still push up, and when Rico Lewis pushes up, you can have Matheus Nunez drop back a bit. And quite frankly, I am more comfortable with Matheus Nunez defending than Rico Lewis defending. I think that this can work. Rico Lewis has a bit of pace on him, not a lot, but he's got a bit of pace, a bit of stamina. He can run a whole game, so you can ask him to just run all over the pitch here on the left-hand side, and make sure that Gvardiol accommodates him, and make sure that Nunez pays attention to Rico Lewis's position. If Rico Lewis is up the pitch, Nunez has to stay back, and vice versa, right? So put the pressure on Nunez to do the positional stuff, and let Rico Lewis just play football. Because Rico Lewis's positional football is terrible. Like, let's be honest, it isn't great. We've criticized that all season. And if you don't feel comfortable with Rico Lewis, we can have O'Reilly at left back. We've seen that against Salford, I believe. He played good, of course. It's only Salford, but still, you've got options there. You still don't like that, then you put Gvardiol left back, you put JSP centre back together with Akanji, and you have Nunez here. And Akanji will probably be central, like this, so that JSP doesn't have to pick up too much responsibilities when Nunez inverts. And this can still work. We have seen JSP play games, play them well. He is a proven player, as far as I'm concerned. For me, this defense should be solid enough. This defense should be solid enough. But it's our midfield and our attack that is really the problem. Because here is the thing, you keep the ball all game long, your defense will not have a job. Your defense will be comfortable, sitting back, and you don't need to worry about the fact that you've got a weird defensive lineup. So our midfield is going to be important. And I think we need some energy in that midfield. I think Foden needs to do his job on the right wing here. Hold on to the ball, put balls into the box, cut inside and try to shoot. And who better to play with Foden than McAtee, who can do the same job, although a bit less effectively. If Foden wants to go into midfield, McAtee goes down the right. And vice versa. Foden can just dictate where he goes and McAtee has to pick up the slack. McAtee is capable of that, I trust him to do that. That way, we get a more energetic midfield, we get a bit of rotation there. Savio just seems... do I need to tell you why I play Savio, De Bruyne and Haaland? Savio plays because we've... Guys, Savio or Jack Grealish, tell me honestly. Erling Haaland or false 9 Gundogan? Tell me honestly. I don't believe I need to explain my choices here. I think I've made my point. So, that is my reasoning there. That is the lineup I want to go for. If we don't win this PSG game, that is going to be annoying for our confidence. That it's going to set back our momentum. We're finally building momentum, yeah? But we can't let Ruben Diaz be injured in this game. Because let's be honest, our defense has been so much better since Ruben Diaz came back. So yeah, our defense is so much better, then why are we putting him on the bench? As I explained, one Ruben Diaz injury, bruv. This season you think it's done? Bro, Ruben Diaz gets injured again, it's done. We can't rush these players back. Let him phase back into it. Let him play a game. Let him rest a game. Let him play a game. Let him rest a game. And then we'll see how his fitness develops. The club knows more than we do, I am sure. But I also don't trust the club with injuries right now, as I'm sure you will understand why, considering this season has been ridden with injuries and Aki is injured again, because we rushed him out. We really need to trust one of the academy lads, be it JSP, O'Reilly, or Rico Lewis, to play and have Ruben Diaz on the bench. I really hope he does not play. I really hope he does not play. But that's just for me. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Tell me down below if you agree or disagree, yeah? But I will just say, I know a lot of people are scared of PSG right now. I'm not saying we're gonna win. I think we'll win. 1-2. I think 1-2 to Man City. But I just want to say, they're not as good as League 1 suggests. The Belgian League and Eredivisie, maybe not Eredivisie, but the Belgian League and I don't know, maybe some other league actually has better teams in it if you remove the top 2 teams. Eredivisie and Ligue 1 and the Portuguese league, they have higher UEFA coefficients, right? So people think they're better leagues because they've got higher coefficients in UEFA. But that is because they have like 2 or 3 teams, respective of the league, that gets those coefficients. The rest of the league is absolutely woeful. I tell you, yeah, remove the 2 best teams from Ligue 1 and the Belgian league. The Belgian league almost definitely does better in Europe than Ligue 1. So if you're not scared to play against Club Brugge, you should not be scared to play this PSG team. It's not as good as you might think. And Club Brugge is really good this season as well, but that's an entirely different conversation. I think we should win. It's still a big game, but we need to not... We can't make scared decisions to say, oh, we're gonna lose, we need to play our best players. We can't do that. More injuries, I mean, that doesn't help anyone. I'm repeating myself at this point. Like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the season. Let's see if we can get there. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.